Well guys, now we go on section 2, and in section 2 the first question type is double multiple choice. Double multiple choice is where out of 5 options you have to select 2 options. Now first bhashan, lecture, listen. In double multiple choice question type, first of all you should read the title. I mean the question or the statement. Let's come here. They have written which 2 things, underline 2 things, does Alice say about the Dolphin Conservation Trust? Now Alice is the character in the audio. She is going to say 2 things about Dolphin Conservation Trust. Now they have mentioned 5 things. How do we understand that she is going to talk about 2 things? And it is not that she will not talk about other 3 things. She will talk about all 5 things. But about other 3 things, she will talk negatively or she will talk oppositely. Negatively or oppositely. And I tell you how. Option A. Children make up most of the membership. Children make up most of the membership. What does that mean? Vast majority of members are children. Children make up most of the membership. Now if in the audio she says, we have some children who have joined us as members, does that mean children make up most of the membership? No. So this is how you got to understand it, right? Option B. It is the country's largest conservation organization. Now if they say we are the biggest, we are the largest, or they use the word second to none. Second to none means they are the largest one, then this is the right answer. But if they just say we established 20 years ago, but establishing 20 years ago does not mean they are the largest one. Okay, so if they say we are the largest one, this is the right answer. If they say we established 20 years ago and we are expanding, that does not mean they are the largest one. So guys, the first thing is you need to find the option which is being discussed. Number 1. Number 2, the option which is being discussed, after listening to that, you have to decide immediately whether that is the right option or that is the wrong option. If it is the right one, just put a tick. If it is the wrong one, just cross it. Elimination is the best way to deal with multiple choice. What is elimination? Like you say, okay, A cannot be the answer. Right? When you cross A, now you are left with 4 options. Success rate is 50-50. Another elimination, now you are left with 3 options. So this is how gradually you can just go on. Now let's go on. Third one, C. It helps finance campaigns for changes in fishing practices. Now please underline finance campaigns and changes in fishing practices. Finance campaigns. It helps. And what do they mean by it, by the way? Dolphin Conservation Trust. Keep that in mind. It actually goes back there. It employs several dolphin experts. Now if they say we have employed 1 to 2 dolphin experts, now tell me 1 to 2 is equal to several? No. This is how you need to identify opposite, and I use the other word, negative. Okay. Let's go on. Volunteers help in various ways. Now listen, in Ielts, whenever they use the word various ways, for example, if I say, I help my mother in various ways. For example, I help my mother in various ways. And I say, when I go back home, first of all, I work in the kitchen, then I wash the dishes for my mother, and then I make some lovely soup for my mother. What am I doing? I'm helping my mother in various ways. So in the audio, they will talk about those ways. Right? Over here they use the word various ways, but in the audio they will talk about those ways. Now I play the audio. The first thing is you will catch the option which is being discussed, because options are not going to be in order. They may start from option E, then they come to option A, then they go to option C. So you have to first catch the option which is being discussed, and after that you got to see if that option is right one. Take it, I mean at the end of the option, just take it. Later on you can just come and do it. If it is a wrong one, you can cross it. Now I will play the audio for both, and then you will tell me. And by the way, in this type of questions, if your one answer is correct, one is incorrect, you will get 1 mark. For example, the right answer is AB and you write AC. Now A is still the right answer, so you will get mark for A, right? Okay, so let's go on. Question number 11 and 12.
Section 2. You will hear a woman called Alice Bustle talking on the radio about the Dolphin Conservation Trust, an organisation which tries to protect dolphins.
Today we're pleased to have on the show Alice Bustle from the Dolphin Conservation Trust. Tell us about the trust, Alice.
Well, obviously its purpose is to protect dolphins in seas all around the world. It tries to raise people's awareness of the problems these marine creatures are suffering because of pollution and other threats. It started 10 years ago and it's one of the fastest growing animal charities in the country, although it's still fairly small compared with the big players in animal protection. We're particularly proud of the work we do in education. Last year, we visited a huge number of schools in different parts of the country, going round to talk to children and young people aged from 5 to 18. In fact, about 35% of our members are children.
Oh.
The charity uses its money to support campaigns, for example, for changes in fishing policy and so forth. It hopes soon to be able to employ its first full-time biologist with dolphin expertise to monitor populations. Of course, many people give their services on a voluntary basis, and we now have volunteers working in observation, office work, and other things.
Anyone else? Okay, let me tell you, A is not the answer. Okay, so C for cat, E for elephant. These are two right answers. And I will play the audio again. मैं भी घर से पढ़ के आया हूँ. Okay, so don't worry. I'll prove it to you why C and E are the right answers and why A. बहुत सारे बच्चे कह रहे हैं A. Children make up most of the membership. They said 35%. So 35% is not most of it. 35% off लगे तो मैं किसी ब्रांड पे भी नहीं जाता हूँ. जब तक 50% ना हो. हाँ, एक दफा तो मैं 100% का भी इंतजार कर रहा था. Just joking. All right. Now listen. Please do one thing. After option A, write 2. Option A के end पे 2 लिखें. At the end of option B, write 1. At the end of option C, write 3. जहाँ पे C का ऑप्शन खत्म हो रहा है ना, सेंटेंस खत्म हो रहा है, वहां पे लिखें 3. At the end of option D, write 4. At the end of option E, write 5. ये क्या है? ये ऑर्डर है जिसमें ऑडियो चली. अब मैं ऑडियो दोबारा चलाऊंगा, ठीक है, और बताऊंगा कि what is right and what is wrong. Let's take a start.
Section 2. You will hear a woman called Alice Bustle talking on the radio about the Dolphin Conservation Trust, an organisation which tries to protect dolphins.
Today we're pleased to have on the show Alice Bustle from the Dolphin Conservation Trust. Tell us about the trust, Alice.
Well, obviously its purpose is to protect dolphins in seas all around the world. It tries to raise people's awareness of the problems these marine creatures are suffering because of pollution and other threats. It started 10 years ago and it's one of the fastest growing animal charities in the...
It started 10 years ago and it is one of the fastest growing. Grown नहीं बोला. One of the fastest growing. Question क्या है? Country's largest. आगे सुने.
Country, although it's still fairly small compared...
Although it is fairly small as compared to other players.
...with the big players in animal protection.
Okay, so is that clear? A is not the right answer. Now we move on to option... B is not the right answer. Now we move on to number 2 is A.
We're particularly proud of the work we do in education. Last year, we visited a huge number of schools in different parts of the country, going round to talk to children and young people aged from 5 to 18. In fact, about 35% of our members are children.
In fact, about 35% of the members are children. Our members are children. So they say most of the members. Most of the members is 70%, 75%, 80%. Okay? So A is also the wrong answer. You will cross A as well. उसके एंड पे छोटा सा क्रॉस लगा दें. Now which option will be discussed? C. Listen carefully, and this is the right answer.
Oh.
The charity uses its money to support campaigns. For example,
The charity uses its money to support campaigns. For support, they use the word help finance. Help finance means support. So charity uses its money to support campaigns for changes in fishing practices. So the first right answer is C.
for changes in fishing policy and so forth. It hopes soon to be able to employ its first full-time biologist with dolphin expertise to monitor populations.
Its first full-time biologist. First full-time biologist. How many persons? One only. And they've written it employs several dolphin experts. So one is not several. Understand? So that is why D is wrong option. Now the last one is E. Let's see why E is the right one.
Of course, many people give their services on a voluntary basis, and we now have volunteers working in observation, office work and other things.
Observation, office work and other things. What is that? Various ways. Exactly. So the right answer is C for cat and E for elephant. Is that clear? So when you are practicing alone on your own, you have to follow the same thing. Opposite, negative. Once you realize, I told you initially, like you are going to be the best IELTS teacher for yourself once you eye on all these things. Okay, let's go on. Now we've got single multiple choice questions 13 to 15. Choose, yes. Okay, that's a very good question. Let me answer. On 11, you will write C, and on 12, you will write E. But if you write 11E, 12C, even then it is right. But don't write 11CE, 12 also CE. Is that clear? So you can write it in any order, only in this case. Yes. Alright, questions 13 to 15. Why is Alice so pleased? Now underline Alice so pleased. Alice is so happy. Alice is saying, "Main ud jama hawa de naal." Very good. Yeah. So she's so happy. Why is Alice so happy? The trust has won the Charity Commission Award. So why is Alice so pleased? Trust has won the Charity Commission Award. Now they will tell us Trust has won the award and she's so happy. So this multiple choice is about the reason for her happiness or pleased. Okay. Option A. Now see that they've repeatedly used the word it has, it made and all that. So option A, brought in extra money. Underline brought in extra money. So if they say this award gave us $10,000 or this award actually gave us $1 million or something like that, then this is the answer. B. It made the work of the trust better known. Made the work of the trust better known. Like when they won the award, after getting the award, it made the work of the trust better known means लोगों को अब अच्छे से समझ आ गई है कि इनका ये काम है. Like that. Option C. Attracted more members. So once they won the award, now everyone wants to join them. Attracted more members. So option C is attracted more members. Option B is work of the trust better known. Now for better known, they can use the word publicity. They can use the word advertised. They can use the word people now know about us more and all that. And brought in extra money, I told you. Now listen, they will talk about all three options in any order. First, you will pick up the option which is being discussed and then again tick or cross. Yeah.
I should also tell you about the award we won from the Charity Commission last year for our work in education. Although it's not meant an enormous amount of money for us, it has made our activities even more widely publicised and understood. In the long term, it may not bring in extra members, but we're hoping it'll have this effect.
B, A, C. A वाला एक ही बच्चा है, क्या करें फिर? B से ही कर लेते हैं ना, सारे कह रहे हैं. All right, the right answer is B, and luckily they spoke about all three options in order, right? Now I'm going to play this again, and please focus why B is the right answer.
I should also tell you about the award we won from the Charity Commission last year for our work in education. Although it's not meant an enormous amount of money for.
Although it's not mention enormous amount of money, although, whenever they use any option with although, with unless, with until, and with we considered, with we thought, these answers are always wrong. Right? Whenever they say we considered, we thought, we expected, although, and if they use however, after that usually the options are wrong. So you understand why A is wrong? Okay, because it's opposite, it's negative. Option B, made the work of the trust better known.
It has made our activities even more widely publicized and
Even more widely publicized. Now, more widely publicized means work of the trust better known. Well done.
understood. In the long term, it may not bring in extra members, but
In the long term, it may not bring extra members. So, has attracted more members? No. In the long term, it may not. May not is negative. Clear? Alright, let's go on. Question number 14. Alice says oil exploration causes problems to dolphin because of, right? Because of noise. सो क्यों रहे, जाग नहीं रहे? हाँ, नॉइज और नॉइज, जैसे नॉइज भी तो नोज से ही आती है, नॉट लाइक दैट. ओके, B is oil leaks and C is movement of ships. So Alice says oil exploration causes problem. Now as they are talking about dolphins, so oil exploration in the sea, right? Let's see.
Is it possible to see dolphins in UK waters?
yes, in several locations. And we have a big project in the east part of Scotland. This has long been a haven for dolphins because it has very little shipping. However, that may be about to change soon because oil companies want to increase exploration there. We're campaigning against this because although there'll be little pollution from oil, exploration creates a lot of underwater noise. It means the dolphins can't rest and socialize.
A, yes, creates a lot of noise, and they discussed it in the last part of the answer. All clear? Noise is the answer. Question number 15, please. Alice became interested in dolphins when? Now, when means a time in the past when she became interested in dolphins. Options are one swimming near her home. She saw one. What do they mean by one? Dolphin. She saw one dolphin swimming near her home. Yeah, समुद्र के किनारे पे रहती होगी. She saw a dolphin coming near her home. B, she heard a speaker at her school. At her school, a speaker came and he talked about dolphin and all that. And C, she read a book about them. Them means dolphins, plural. Okay, you should be very, very clear. Now, option A is swimming near her home. Dolphin was swimming near her home. Option B is speaker at her school spoke about it. Maybe somebody gave a presentation about dolphin in her school. And C is she read a book. Now, please listen and answer.
This is how I became interested in dolphin conservation in the first place. I had never seen one, and I hadn't been particularly interested in them at school. Then I came across this story about a family of dolphins who had to leave their home in the Moray Firth because of the oil companies, and about a child who campaigned to save them. I couldn't put the book down. I was hooked.
I couldn't put the book down. I was hooked. And she said I had not seen it before, right? And nowhere at school as well. So C is the right answer. Okay,